Hey you guys, thanks for tuning in. Today's video is on how to tie your velvet durag, aka the Bow Wow durag, and I'm going to be mentioning a few of my favorite products that I like to use to get my waves on swim. So I actually picked this one up at my local beauty supply store called First Choice Beauty Supply, and the brand is Red by Kiss. They have Bow Wow's face on it, and I think he's just doing like a series of durags. I don't believe that Red by Kiss is Bow Wow's actual brand. But anyways, mine was between like $5.99 and $7.99, not too expensive. After applying my conditioner in the shower, I let it stay in the whole time that I was in the shower. When I got out, I came to my sink and rinsed it out with cold water. You definitely want to use cold water for rinsing out your hair products. That way your pores and everything closes back up and keeps all the nutrients and everything good that's in your hair product. Today I'm using just a few products. I'm going in with a little bit of African Pride's Miracle Olive Oil for maximum growth. And when I say a little bit, I mean just like a tiny, tiny amount. Kind of warm it up in my hands. And then I'm just brushing according to my waves. Now, I really used to use too much of this in the past, and it would definitely like seep to the edges of my hairline. But now I know like a little bit goes a long way. Rinse that oil off because the next product we're going in is an actual wax. And wax and oil do not mix. If you try to just go right in with the wax, your fingers will slip and it won't really pick up as good as it needs to be. So I'm going in with Dax Wave and Groom hair dress. This is for maximum strength. I used to have the blue one, which I think was a light hold, like a super light hold. Honestly, they're not that different in my opinion from each other. You truly can use either one, but I ran out of the other one, so I said I'm gonna give this one a try. I use just a little scoop. Now this you want to heat up. Keep rubbing your hands together until it feels warm. Now this is a different technique that I've just recently got into, is going backwards first to kind of get under that layer of hair. I used to only go down like the same way as my waves, which still did enhance it, still did give it that wave look, but I find that it looks a little prettier and a little neater if you go backwards and then go down. That way it kind of coats the entire hair. At this point, it's kind of up to you what you want to do. You can definitely stop here and just brush your hair, be good. Some days I'll go in with mane and tail conditioner. Now this is not a leave-in conditioner, but I leave it in anyways. I like this one to help with the thickness of my hair, and I can still get pretty like neat looking waves if I just use this and my durag. So this one doesn't hurt. I am doing this at nighttime because sometimes I'll train my hair at night. I don't always sleep with a durag. I'm just not comfortable in bed. I want it to be free. I don't like all that. So if I do it at night, I'll go in with Cantu leave-in conditioner. This guy, just the same thing, just a little scoop. Brush backwards and then go down and brush your hair, toss your durag on. Now one of my favorite items, which, oh my gosh, this thing is game changer. So this is the Eco Professional Styling Gel, the green one that has olive oil in it. I like this for that super, super wax, pretty, perfect hair, just like it was made in a factory. Like your hair is so neat, so perfect. And I also like this because it is an actual hair gel. So it dries down, it dries firm. If somebody touches your hair, which people love to touch your waves, I don't know why, but if somebody touches your hair, they're not gonna bump it out of place. It will feel hard, so it's like, some people don't like that. Some people want their hair to be like super soft when people touch it or if they touch it, but I just want the look. I want that. I want it to stay in place. I want it to last all day. If I change a shirt, if I'm going out to the mall, I want my hair to look good. And if I'm planning on like trying on clothes, trying on shirts, I'm definitely gonna do this because this is gonna hold my hair. Anytime I want it to stay as long as possible, I'm gonna use this. And a teeny, teeny, tiny bit is all you need. And this is definitely the last step. You wanna put just a little bit on. My routine, I do my first steps, which is what you saw. I'll put my durag on, take it off maybe like 10, 15 minutes later, go back in and put just a pinch of that all over. Put my do-rag back on, and that's it. Waves on swim. Going in with that mane and tail, just a pinch. Because my hair is really low. Like, if your hair is this length or thicker all around, then you can probably go in with a little bit more. Not too much, because you just want to just kind of add to your hair. You're not trying to overpower. Now this guy, because I put my wax on already, I'm just keeping everything down, everything in one direction. All right, after rinsing that off your hands, we're ready to go in. Now, it doesn't really matter the brush. A lot of people will sell you a brush telling you that all the work is in the brush. The work is in you. You do want to brush your hair. You do want to be consistent. Always brush it. Sometimes when I'm just on the computer, I'll sit there, do my homework, and I'm brushing. I'm brushing one side. Taking a test, brushing, studying, still brushing, because that trains your hair. That gets it, you know, combed, gets it in line, gets it looking neat. Now, I usually start off with the firmer side. Right now, I just went in with the soft side, but I'll start off with the firmer side before my do-rag application. Alright guys, here comes the fun part with the actual do-rag. So notice that one side has that bulge up. Now a lot of do-rags have this, and even if it's just a regular like black do-rag, I'll go in with the soft side, the flat side on my hair, and I'll still keep that popped out part on the top. I used to didn't really care, but then you really notice a difference. If you do have the part that kind of sticks out a little bit, even on a regular do-rag, if you have that down, 9 times out of 10, you're actually gonna have that line in your hair because the do-rag is so tight, it's compressing your hair, it leaves you with that same mark. So I'm very strategic now, purposely leave that out. But for this do-rag, you want that velvet. This is the reason why you bought it, so the velvet can show. So definitely have that on the outside. You want to be strategic. You don't want to just toss your do-rag on, pull it back. The work you just did to keep it down, keep it neat, you're pushing it right back and you're setting that in place. So it kind of gives you waves, but it's not as neat as it can be. Toss it around, pull it taut, get that center line straight, especially if you're going out. You want that to be straight in the middle. Right here, I'm gonna start pressing it down and I'm gonna bring the do-rag down. I'm pushing down, actually forcing my hair down so it lays, and I'm gripping. So when I'm in the mirror, I'm gonna turn this way so I can actually see. Pressing down, I'm keeping that in line. There we are. Looking like, I'm not even gonna say what I'm looking like, but you saw that little peep. I find that you need to go under, and I am feeling for that velvet. I want that velvet to stay out. I don't want to twist and turn so it crosses underneath. Now this part will depend on how thick you want the front. I don't mind it being slightly thick, like a thicker band. So I'll hug right there. I'm hugging the bottom of the front. Boom. Taking the other side, kind of flattening it out so it looks neat, keeping that velvet showing. Boom, all around. Pulling the back. First we went underneath, crossed her on the front. Now we're on top. Pulling this down so that becomes flat. Now when I tie, I can still feel the velvet on the outside. I still want that on the outside. Tossing underneath. Just do a soft knot. Some people leave it here, but if you're moving, it will come loose. Once again, pulling that thick part down. Pulling this, you can put it in a soft bow. However you want to tie this, an actual knot. Main thing is to tuck your finger and pull that down. That way, everything is soft and smooth, and just that simple. Oh, if you have big ears like me, push that back up so it doesn't stretch out your ears anymore. But from this point, I usually leave it like this, and I'll go. Especially if you're wearing outfit. I have seen people take it again and kind of fold it. This does take time, so I'm sorry about the background noise. Got my little sister out there watching her ABCs and all of that, phone ringing. And you can kind of tuck it. You see how now that's getting thinner and thinner. Take your time with it. So I took a step back. I want to show you another way you can achieve that same thinness from the start. Go ahead and fold this over. Fold that over so it's already thin. Same on the other side. Keep that velvet. Make sure you're feeling that texture on the outside. Folding this over. Pulling it across. That way it's super thin. Watching out for my ears. And doing the same deal. Tying it in the back. A little bow. Pulling this part back down. And making sure everything is centered. Alright you guys, so I hope my tutorial on how to properly tie your velvet durag, aka the Bow Wow durag, was easy enough to follow, and really any durag, not just this one, but this one definitely keeps it neat, as you see. Alright you guys, don't forget to like, comment down below. Any questions or any tutorials, any videos that you want to see coming up next. Got plenty of hair videos coming out, and definitely makeup. I am a professional makeup artist, so this channel is about everything. Vlogs, hair, makeup, everything, literally everything. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe to StylezByJuBae and click that bell so you are notified every upload. Check me out on Instagram, Snapchat, everything is down below. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Adios.